What's up guys, it's SRC bringing you another Modern Warfare 3 live gameplay. This time I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about guns in this game. Now I haven't unlocked a lot of guns and I haven't used a ton of them, but I have kind of I think an unpopular favorite here, which is the M4, which is just like the M4 in all the other Call of Duties. It's basically just fully automatic, a lot like an M16, but just fully auto. It doesn't have great damage, but it definitely gets the job done. I think it's definitely an accurate gun. It's reliable. I've enjoyed playing with it a lot. And I've tried definitely putting some work in with a few other guns, and I really just have had poor gameplay with it. And you know, I've tried to be as objective as possible and just, you know, was it just a bad situation like right there where I just got shot in the back, or was it that the gun actually failed? Like right there, that shot was spot on from a pretty long distance away. So I've really enjoyed using this gun, but the Type 95 is the gun that all the YouTube commentators are bragging about, how it's like the FAMAS from Modern Warfare 2, and it's, you know, overpowered. It seems like if your shot is on the money and you can hit somebody once or twice without them looking, it's a good gun. If you can see them from a really far distance away, it's a pretty good gun. But if you miss that first shot or you get into some action, just the fact that it's a 3-round burst gun, it's not an automatic gun, so you kind of need to be on point or you're going to lose to an automatic. And just the way it plays, it just seems a little clunky to me, whereas the M4 just seems really smooth. I don't think I'm really going to play with the Type 95. I do want to try it with rapid fire. And if you don't know, rapid fire on that 3-burst weapon will shorten the time between bursts for you. So, you know, from what I've seen, it is definitely better with rapid fire. So I guess I'll probably suffer and put the work in to get that. But so far, I was actually not impressed with the Type 95. The M4 is my gun of choice at the moment. I have tried a couple of the SMGs, and they're not too bad. I think that I still have problems with them at range. And look at that, it would have been a quad feed, but then there's this idiot with the second chance perk, or death streak. And that seems pretty popular too, but back to the guns. The SMGs are definitely pretty good up close. Long range, like that shot there with an SMG would have been, I probably would have lost. And so you just need to know, I guess, what type of gun you're running with and play it accordingly. So this gun that I've got now probably isn't the greatest gun to rush with, but it definitely, you know, the way I play, I just try and sit back like this and take shots at long range and try and line them up. And then, of course, I lose the gunfight. But that's kind of the way I like to play, is just keep things at range. When I do rush, I want to rush from more of a flanking position. I don't want to rush right at them, so I want to have some range between us still. I just like to get behind them. So that's kind of the way I play. I'm definitely going to try out the P90 when I unlock that. I think that has some potential to be a good gun. I've seen a lot of gameplay with that, and it looks pretty good. In this game here, I was running the support package. I was trying to level up the Hardline Pro perk, which I talked about in my previous video. And so what I did with the support was just ran, I think it was a 3-4, and I just left off the third one entirely so that it would just reset. So it would just go, you know, 3-4, and then my 5th kill would put me back at a 1. And then with Hardline, it takes 1 off of those. So it was like every, you know, I really only had 1 kill, and then I'd get 2 kill streaks in a row, and then 1 kill without, and then 2 kill streaks the next 2. So in this, I was running the ballistic vests. I just wanted to give that a shot to see if it's any good. And you can see in this game, I get them almost too much, too often, because I'm not running that 3rd kill streak. So I've got bags of ballistic vests all over the place. And it definitely seems like it's pretty helpful. I kind of feel like I die about the same amount of time. There have been a few times where I definitely noticed that I got shot a couple of times, was able to survive, and that probably shouldn't have been the case. Here's some more ballistic vests. When you equip those, everyone just can walk up to that pack on the ground and hold down X, and then there's kind of a status bar, just like if you were capturing a headquarters or something, that you have to kind of wade through. So if you put it in a dangerous spot, which I do a couple of times here, is put it in some bad spots. But you just kind of have to be aware because it does take some time. Like right there, I just got killed while trying to put a vest on, so that kind of made it not worth it. But it does turn your screen kind of an orangish tinge to it when you put the vest on to kind of let you know you have this vest, which I find kind of annoying, but I guess, you know, they have to have some way of letting you know that you've got it. And then other than that, I guess that's about all I've really noticed so far. I definitely think the ballistic vests are kind of neat to play with. I don't know that I would, you know, run a support with them very often. I think if I'm going to run the support class, I'm going to run stuff that's going to help me continue to kill, get some stealth bombers, and the care package drop with the Overwatch definitely seem like the two that are my favorite, and then probably the standard UAV. But as far as the weapons go, I'm going to keep evaluating those. I'll make another video here shortly that'll have an update on which guns I'm using and which guns I think are good, and why I think that's the case. And so if you guys have any setup questions or any questions about the game so far, feel free to leave a comment in the section below, and I'll go ahead and do my best to answer those and get back to you as soon as I can. And if there's something that you'd like me to try out, or a certain class combination that you think I should give a whirl, or something you'd like to see a video on, again, just go ahead and leave that in the comment section, and I'll see what I can put together for you. Other than that, just stay tuned, and you'll have another HD Modern Warfare 3 live gameplay from me tomorrow. Thanks a lot.
Defeated. Don't let this happen again.
Helmet, what were you camping throughout the game for? Scared?
Kill confirmed.
Scared to move around?
Oh, right. I never stop moving around, dude. I probably have the most fucking
Kill
skull
confirmed.
cam.
Dude, you shot me 3 times, and each time you're up in the same window.